Everybody, it's Monica with your Best Female Figure, and today I have 3 very challenging exercises to help you get your best body shape, and also 3 inspiration quotes that I recently posted on Facebook. These are really great things to focus on when you experience obstacles, or if your workouts are starting to become very challenging and you feel frustrated because you're not getting the exercises right away. These are really great things to think about when you're training. Alright, so the first exercise is a figure 4 squat, also known as a single leg squat or a chair pose in yoga, and you're using dumbbells for resistance, and you can add a curl, you can even add an overhead press to this. This requires a lot of core and glute stability, so it's going to work your legs, but it's also going to work a lot of other components of fitness that are important for dynamic workouts, like balance, coordination, and obviously core stability. And if you can't do the version with the weights, you can always just lose the weights and do it without, or if you are really strong and you have really good balance, you can move up to 10-15 pound weights if you want to. And if you still find that doing this exercise without weights is too challenging, then you can use the straps. So the straps are a really great piece of fitness gear to use if your lower body is really tight and tense. So if you have a lot of tightness in your glutes, your hips, your IT band that does not allow you to do the figure 4 squat with dumbbells, this is a really great way to get started with this exercise, because it's going to stretch all that tightness away, and it's going to help you get the feel of the movement. It's going to feel a little bit different than when you're actually having to support all your own weight. So the straps are going to support a lot of your weight. You're not going to be feeling the same type of workout, but it will get you to the point where you're able to do the dumbbell version. Once you're finished with that exercise, you're going to loop your straps together and you're going to lower the handles to thigh level, and then you're going to lay on the floor and you're going to do this lawnmower pull. So you're going to engage your upper back muscles and your deep abdominals to slowly pull yourself off the floor, and then as you start to stand, you begin to twist. So you're doing that tripod twist motion, and then you start to push away from the handles. So that's kind of like doing a push-up, and if you don't stay focused on engaging your core, you're going to lose your balance like you just saw me do right there. So you really have to focus on this so you don't hurt yourself. And if this version of the exercise is too advanced, this is a very advanced exercise, then you can start with a slightly easier version where you're not laying on the floor, you're just leaning back with your legs slightly bent, and then you're pulling yourself into the straps but not really pushing away from the straps once you're into them. This is a better option if you don't do a lot of strap work, or you're just getting started and you're trying to find ways to keep your strap exercises interesting. Then this is a really great modification for rowing on the straps or power pulls. And of course, if this is still too challenging, you can just do the tripod twist that you've seen me do in other videos, and that is in many YBFF plans. Now this last exercise is a suspended tabletop. You've seen me do this on a stability ball, and the straps version is about 100 times harder. You're really going to work your entire back, your deep abdominals, and your triceps. So a lot of women complain about that flabby area of the triceps. This targets every inch of your triceps in a way that no other exercise does. This version that I'm doing is really intense. It looks easy, but it requires a lot of core stability and really good coordination. So if you struggle with that, you might want to start just with this basic single leg half tabletop, where you're kind of playing around with lifting just halfway. Of course, if that's still too hard, you can just stick with the body weight version that you've seen me do in other videos. Anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this video and that it has been helpful. I will be back with more exercises and tips to help you get your best female figure. Thank you so much for watching.